Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, or whatever ungodly hour you find yourself listening. We are the Bards Against Humanity, here to strum your lute and absolutely wreck your ear holes. So prepare for a podcast that's going to hit harder than a nat one in bed, because we are coming in your ears.
That's right. It's your boy Leo Power Wow. And joined with our lengthy Dan.
Okay. Okay.
That's a bit of a loud silence there after such an introduction.
Our lengthy Dan really caught me off guard.
Well, that's what I mean, you catch people off guard too with your length. And today we are going to be talking about the Oath of the Ancients. Otherwise, if it's just of Ancients, we've done this alphabetically horrifically.
No, we followed the alphabet because it took the T and the over the A in Ancients, so...
It's capital T, the Ancients, not just any Ancients, the Ancients. Ancients.
See, when you're talking about titles, you never give a capital to the T in the...
I know you don't, but we are today!
Okay, Leo,
Otherwise...
Otherwise what? Okay.
So, the Oath of the Ancients is as old as the first elves. Paladins who swear this oath cherish the light. They love the beautiful and life-giving things of the world way more than any principles of honor, courage, or justice. They often adorn their armor and clothing with images of growing things. Oh, leaves, antlers, or flowers. Oh, to reflect their commitment to preserving life and light. These paladins share the following tenets. I'm trying to keep it PG here. These paladins share the following tenets.
Clearly not.
Tiki
giggle.
They share the following tenets: kindle the light of hope, shelter life, delight in art and laughter.
So far, we're going by one of the tenets because we're delighting in laughter.
We are. The tee is divine.
But it's tee said with no emotion whatsoever. It's just tee.
Unless you've done something maniacal and you're like tee.
Exactly, yeah. Mess around with the tee a little bit.
We're playing around with the tee. Playing around with the tee.
Exactly.
Now this is a subclass I'm not normally used to. Though it is held in high regard in the inner circles potentially of D&D.
That is just what I think. I'm not sure. It could just be the old version, but we'll see how that goes.
We'll see how this goes. So, level 3, Johnny boy, kick us off.
All right, so level 3, you have a feature called Nature's Wrath. So back in the original printing, you can use your channel divinity to invoke primeval forces to ensnare a foe. As an action, you can cause spectral vines to spring up and reach for a creature within 10 feet of you that you can see. That creature must succeed on a strength or dex save, its choice, or be restrained. While restrained by the vines, the creature repeats its saving throw at the end of each of its turns. On a success, it frees itself and the vines vanish. Now, the update, much better. As a magic action, you can use one of your channel divinities to conjure spectral vines around nearby creatures. Plural. Each creature of your choice that you can see within 15 feet of yourself must succeed on a strength save, they have no choice on this, or have the restrained condition for a minute. The creature can repeat its save at the end of each of its turns, ending the effect on a success. It has great crowd control potential. Beforehand, it was just picking apart one dude in the crowd, giving them too much options of how to get out, and potentially wasting your channel divinity.
Yeah, no, I like this. I like this a lot, especially at level 3. Now, they could have got something in 2014. They also had the option of Turn the Faithless as well, which seems to have disappeared.
And we can confirm that because we have looked down further.
I trust me, I did. I'm not doing the same mistake as last week, folks. I ain't no scrub like that. I ain't playing them games. But I think it's a massive improvement on Nature's Wrath. It actually is Nature's Wrath on multiple enemies rather than just one. It's interesting that it's not in like a sphere or anything. It's just a creature that you can see within 15 feet.
Yeah.
I just like it. I just think it's good. And then about to say the restraint condition's always sexy. Christ, not like that. It's good. The restraint condition is good. Yeah, it's good. It's a massive improvement.
So Leo's into magical BDSM. Got it.
Take.
You're about to feel the nature's wrath. Know what I'm saying? With consent, of course.
With consent. That's when the turn around of the faithless there. Fucking hell.
Please, let's move on. Bring us to spells.
All right. So at level 3, of course, you get the Oath of the Ancient Spells. At level 3, this is for 2024. For level 3, you get Ensnaring Strike and Speak with Animals. At 5, you get Misty Step and Moonbeam. At 9, you get Plant Growth and Protection from Energy. 13, Ice Storm and Stone Skin. And 17, Commune with Nature and Tree Stride.
Nothing's changed.
Which is exactly what you got in 2014. What are you whispering?
I said, nothing has changed.
Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed.
Misty Step at 5th level is actually just really good.
It's very good, and this, but I say, funnily, I'm finding it bizarre that there are some, like the Paladin level 17 spells. Like, what the fuck is Tree Stride? You gain the ability to enter a tree and move. Holy fuck!
Yeah, it's like a tree dimension door.
That's wild.
Oh.
That's fun. It's giving. It is about to say it's giving nature paladin. It's giving ranger with magic. I know
Rangers have magic.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. But they're going down a different route, and it's actually quite interesting. Should it be called Oath of the Ancients at this stage? I'm not certain, but it's fun. Fuck it. I'm in a tree.
I think it's going for the vibe of, like ancients, because it mentioned that they were like, oh, the ancients as old as the elves. They cherish life in all forms of it. So when you think about it, like some of the most ancient things that you can find in any world tends to be trees. Like especially if you look at the redwoods over in the US, like some of them could be hundreds of years old. Same with oak trees. So you can't really, a lot of the time, you can't really get more ancient than just, good old fucking tree.
Yeah, they've done tree ancient. I think the way that good lord, good heaven, there's no lord in this recording right now.
Choo-choo.
God has left the chat.
Oh, for would have been more appropriate to go Jesus Christ, but
so fuck. They've very much gone down ancient magic, like Avatar, not the Bender one, the one with no plot.
Yeah, no plot.
It's gone
no
down.
Plot, but I'm still confused what they're trying to accomplish after the 3rd film.
Oh, don't get me started on this franchise. Don't even. That's how don't even start with me on this.
Do you know what you could have?
Pointless.
They could have genuinely.
Very pretty, but
they could have genuinely left it after the 1st film. The 1st film was pretty good. It was cool. The effects and the visual effects and everything for its time were insane. It was a nice, neatly wrapped story in one film, and then they decided The Way of Water is going to be the 2nd film. And my Christ, it's like they've got no direction. It is just...
They went...
It's just a war film, but now they've included an alien race in it.
Fuck it, you know what? I'm fine. We're delving in. Welcome to my monologue, right? First movie, unbelievably pretty, right? Gorgeous film. Cannot stress that enough. With the plot drawn on by a 4-year-old with crayon, right? And so because of that, it grossed over $1 billion. But then someone came around and was like, hey, dude, can we make another one? And he was like, you know what, dude? We can make another 4. So now, over 10 years later, they had to make it in the same style as the first one. So now it's not nearly as pretty. Like, it's not like, what? It's pretty bog standard. It's like, that's good CGI. Not like, what? It's fine. But because of that, you now need a plot. And because he's American, he went, oh, war. Let's start a war. Doom, 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 doom. And that's kind of the whole movie. And unprotected sex. There's children everywhere. Our main character, in case you haven't seen it, the fucking second one, right? He has 4 kids. He only has 2 of them. Oh no, 3 of them. One of them's adopted. Then there's some random bloke that no one liked. He's also one of his children. It's ridiculous. So what do you get at level 7, Dan? Stupid franchise. And each one of them keeps grossing $1 billion. It's a fucking travesty.
I'm sorry that I've contributed to all of that. Anyway, level 7 Aura of Warding. I'm just in it for the visuals, mate. That's all I'm there for. Level 7, you have Aura of Warding. So in the original printing, you have at 7th level, Ancient Magic lies so heavily upon you that it forms an eldritch ward. You and friendly creatures within 10 feet of you have resistance to damage from spells, and at 18th level that aura increased to 30 feet. Now, ancient magic lies so heavily upon you that it forms an eldritch ward. Does that sound familiar? Except they've also added blunting energy from beyond the material plane. You and your allies have resistance to necrotic, psychic, and radiant damage while in your aura of protection. This is worse.
It is worse. But it's I don't know, because you'll have weapons like handheld weapons that will deal that damage, those necrotic and radiant damage,
but so much less often than just regular spells. You're more likely to come across an enemy with fireball than you are with like Hunger of Hadar or something like that.
Yeah, I think if fire was in this as well, I was thinking like if fire was there instead of psychic, this would be a slam dunk because there's so many weapons that have fire damage as well.
Like being able to have naturally just a resistance to necrotic, psychic, and radiant damage, that's what your paladin will have at levels. Like your paladin will at level 7 have resistance to necrotic, psychic, and radiant damage. Just straight out, that's pretty alright. That's pretty good. Any damage resistance is good. So I'm not saying it's terrible, but it's worse than what it was. Because in my opinion, you're more likely to come across damaging spells than specific damage types, especially necrotic, psychic, and radiant, which aren't exactly that common.
Yeah. Okay, I agree. And at level 15, we have Undying Sentinel. When you are reduced to 0 hit points and not killed outright, you can drop to 1 hit point instead and regain a number of hit points equal to 3 times your paladin level. Remember, this is at level 15, so this is 45 points minimum. Once you use this feature, you can't do so after a long rest. Additionally, you can't be aged magically, and you cease visible aging. Bit of a weird one. Back in 2014, you weren't able to add the 3 times your paladin level. That didn't exist. You only just dropped to 1. So this is an improvement. I'm sorry, the weird aged magically is such a bizarre thing to throw in there. It's curveballed me. I'm completely distracted from the original ability. This is a good ability. I like it. Yeah. That's enough said. It's good.
It's 45. It's precisely 45 hit points better.
It's 45 hit points better, and it means like you're actually able to maybe survive a turn.
Yeah.
So yeah,
because beforehand, if you wanted to survive past another turn on that, you had to have something like Undead Fortitude or be just be a half orc. And
half orc.
Relentless Endurance, I think, is a half orc's feature. Drop to 1 instead.
Yeah. So yeah, it's good. What's what do we get at level 20?
At level 20, we are getting a feature called Elder Champion. So I'll go over the old one first. So you can assume the form of an ancient force of nature, taking on an appearance you choose. For example, your skin might turn green or take on a bark-like texture. Your hair may become leafy or moss-like, or you might sprout antlers or a lion-like mane. So using your action, you can undergo a transformation for 1 minute. You gain the following benefits. At the start of each of your turns, regain 10 hit points. Regeneration is awesome. Whenever you cast a paladin spell as a casting time of an action, you may cast it as a bonus action instead. Also really nice. Enemy creatures within 10 feet of you have disadvantage on saving throws against your paladin spells and channel divinity options. Once you use this feature, you can't use it until you finish a long rest. Now, in the 2024 version, as a bonus action, you can imbue your aura of protection with primal power, granting you the benefits below for 1 minute or until you end them, no action required. Once you use this feature, you can't use it again until you finish a long rest, or you can restore it by expending a 5th level spell slot, no action required. So enemies in the aura have disadvantage on saving throws against your spells and your channel divinity options. You regain your 10 hit points at the start of each of your turns, and whenever you cast a spell with the casting time of an action, you can cast it as a bonus action instead. Now note that the Swift Spells option for casting spells as a bonus action doesn't just restrict you to Paladin spells. So if you have any items that allow you to cast a spell with the casting time of an action, you can choose to activate those as a bonus action instead.
This is just a very good capstone ability. I don't really have too many issues with it. I like the Diminished Defiance. The regeneration is fun and actually very thematic. Same with Swift Spells. I like it. We're doing tree magic. We're fucking with it. And I'm fucking with it too.
It is incredibly powerful because think about it like this. If you had the option, or if you had the ability to gain, just to pick off the top of my head, haste, for example, as a spell that you can cast that as a bonus action, and suddenly you now have, at level 20, like 3 attacks. Or two separate actions. Like,
and it's like, my biggest gripe when it comes to Paladin is that you either have to choose to do spells or you choose to do attacking. Realistically, you only have one action. Very few there are some spells that you can work in bonus actions, and this just gets rid of it. Gets rid of that whole debate, that whole issue. No, I like it. We're very much finding this a trend where the level 15 and 20 abilities make the subclass. I do think for Oath of the Ancients, they do have other abilities that make them interesting, like Nature's Wrath is sick. The Aura of Warding is obviously got a big downgrade, but it's still good. It still doesn't make it a weak ability. This is going to be a toughie to do out of 10.
Because the abilities are great. As you said, Nature's Wrath is just a fantastic form of crowd control, and you have 2 options of that at level 3, and then I think at level, I can't remember what level you get the third.
7, I believe.
Is it 7?
You can let me know down in the comment section below if I'm wrong. Fight me.
Yeah, I can't remember. I'm pretty sure you get a third charge of it somewhere. I can't remember where, but I might be wrong. You might only ever have 2. But crowd.
No, you get
crowd control. Do you get? Surely
you get a
third one somewhere.
Yeah, pretty certain of it. Now you've got me looking. You prick.
You're I'm looking through the base class and I can't find it. Anyway,
11. It's 11.
It's 11.
It's 11. Is when you get your third one.
I'm looking at the 2024 Paladin and I ain't seeing that.
You're such a silly goose. Ugh.
Oh wait, hold on a minute. Yeah. Hold on, I'm looking at the table.
Find it?
It's in the table. Yes.
It's also in the. Oh, it is in the table. It's also here as well.
It's also in challenge.
You can use this class as. Yeah, it's also in that.
Yeah. But yeah. Anyway, Nature's Wrath, really, really good crowd control. They've some pretty useful spells on their spell list. Won't necessarily say all of them are great. Or avoiding, as we said, it feels like it's a downgrade. But I understand why they're probably not trying to give everyone something stupidly busted. Undying Sentinel is just fantastic. Being able to, like, potentially at level 15, those 45 hit points plus 1 for 46 is, like, potentially half your hit points. Easy. And I don't even need to describe how Elder Champion is just a fantastic, like, finish to the class. It's just a shame that it comes so late, but I understand. That's kind of the thing with Paladins. But it irks me, so I really don't know what to rate this out of 10 because I'm trying to factor
I've got my
in
number.
everything. You've got your number?
I've got my number. I'm gonna go with 7. I think this is. I think it's really close to an 8. The biggest thing that dropped it down for me, which I'm seeing a lot more in these Paladin subclasses, is that at level set, most campaigns will end around the 12-13 mark as a level, and the Paladin main class does the heavy lifting rather than the Paladin subclass come those levels because there is such a gap. I think Aura of Warding is still a good ability. It's just simply downgraded. Nature's Wrath has gotten a massive improvement, but nothing has really changed regarding the spells around that time. Obviously, the only 2 changes were at level 17. So, I think 7 is fair. I think that's fine. It's super close to being an amazing, amazing subclass. I think I'm finding out that I'm struggling with the Paladin subclass as having absolutely nothing, being such a smaller subclass, just out and out. It's just a smaller subclass.
Yeah.
So 7. I think 7's fair. It's close to an 8, but
yeah, I'm inclined to agree with the 7. I was thinking between 8 and 7, but like I think for similar reasons I don't think I can give it an 8. Like part of me is also like, but I don't think I can give it a 7 either, so part of me wants to give it 6. So I think I'll probably have to meet in the middle and just go with a 7. It's good. It's got some like really, really nice abilities in there, just some of them come way too late for them to be useful in every situation or most campaigns.
Yeah. And that, dear listeners, brings us to the end of another session where the dice are hard, the jokes are harder, and our standards are at an all-time low. If you enjoyed this chaos, be sure to like and subscribe. If not, at least we finished, even if you didn't. Goodbye.
Wait.